What is up, guys? Daniel Savage here, and in today's video I will be teaching you guys about support and resistance. Right here, what we're looking at right now is basically where we left off on our Fibonacci lesson with this lost right here. This is considered a loss because after our entry here at the 50 zone, we did spike up to 50 pips where our stop loss is. But I didn't lose on this trade because of a few things, and that's what I'm going to show you guys, but you guys will find out in my next video because this video, it correlates with that video. So I'm going to talk about support and resistance first before I talk about why I didn't lose on this trade, because my entry was like right here and my stop loss was about the 800 zone, and I literally entered right when this candle was about to close, which was right here, and I wrote all of this down. I wrote all of this down for 100 pips. So I will show you guys right now why I didn't lose that, but first let's get back into it. You guys will see that in the next video and it'll hit you like a brick. When I trade support and resistance, I like to trade it on the 30-minute. You can do it on the 1 hour, you can do it on the 4 hour, but I just honestly feel really comfortable and I just see everything more clearly on the 30-minute. I have so much more confidence in the 30-minute than any other time frame when it comes to just trading support and resistance alone. But I try not to trade them alone. I try to trade them in confluences with other, techniques like Fibonacci. So let me try to find a good example right here. Oh yeah, like this was that day. So these are recent. This is the market of this month. Like, these are not old ass videos. These are not, strategies that happened, 3 weeks ago and I'm gonna go find them, or 4 months ago I'm gonna find them. This is literally today's market. This is like what, a week and a half ago. So like all my videos, you guys will be seeing content from today's market, not some old pre-recorded shit. You guys are gonna see everything that's happening in today's market and how I've literally I've built a strategy based off everything I've ever seen and put everything all together to create something that works with today. Because what happened 5, 6, 7, 10, 3 years ago, that could not all work today. Anybody who tells me no, that's a lie, they're a liar. So when I trade my support and my resistance, I like to start off by targeting and looking for my resistance, because the resistance is always going to be on the top. And how I find my resistance is basically I look for that last candle push and I draw on the wick from the body of the candle to the tip of the wick. Let me highlight this red. This is bothering me. I always highlight these zones red. So I'm gonna look for that big old little push there and rejection so I can draw my resistance. So basically, I'm going to draw it from the tip of the body to the tip of the wick. I hope I'm making myself clear. And I'm going to see where my support is. So that last little push with that little nice rejection and that little fat wick, I'm going to draw it right there, which is literally this right here. This last little wick push on this candle from the body to the wick. So now let's label these bitches. This will be my resistance. Always think, oh my goodness. Always think about roof. Oh my god, I can't. I'm just gonna put res. This is embarrassing. I can make fucking $10,000 in a day, but I can't even type resistance. Anyways, so this will be my resistance and this will be my support area. So what I'm looking for, and this is very crucial and this is very brutal, and I want to just let you guys know, is if you guys don't have patience and you guys don't have discipline, you guys will lose money every single time. You will have to be lucky, play a damn lottery ticket if you go in there without waiting for a retest and you just win. Go play the damn lottery, because I've never seen that happen. That is 1%. You are the 1% who has actually executed on that trade and has hit profit. So anyways, when I trade this, I'm always looking for a break and a retest. Always. Guys, take notes. Always take these notes. Write them down so that way your brain already knows what's happening. So you don't have to keep reminding yourself. It'll just click in your head. So what I'm looking for is a break and a retest. I like to highlight these zones because I like to look what's happening on the inside. You know, let's spread this out a little bit. You know, I like to look for patterns and whatnot. So I'm looking. I'm like, okay, we're out. You know, either way, even though I'm focused on these zones, I don't really care what's happening on the inside. I'm just focused on them. What I give a damn about is what's happening outside, right here and right here. That's all I give a shit about. That's all I care about, what's happening above them or under them. Because the minute that we break through and we retest that, that becomes a valid entry. So let me see if I can try to get you guys to understand this more on a more clear side, just for, you know, new traders and stuff like that. So this right here, this candle right here, this is the break that I'm looking for. We broke through our support, but on our next candle we went up, but we didn't touch our zone, which is this red zone. You always want to highlight it so that way you know it's clear as day. So since we didn't retest that by literally 1 pip, that 1 pip right there could have literally took all our money, because if we would have sold right here instead of waiting to go back in and coming back out to show a valid retest, I'll show you an example of a valid retest and perfect entry. This right here, selling here in this moment, you could have been stopped out because this could have went all the way back up. But then again, guys, I like to trade support and resistance as a form of basical, you know, confluence with my other trading techniques. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of things that you got to be watching out for when you're trading support and resistance. It's very brutal. So if you would have got in right here, I honestly think that you need to go and you need to write inside your journal, I need to be patient a billion times, because I took this type of trades for multiple weeks and multiple months and I've lost a lot of money. So the minute that I literally mapped this down and got my shit on, you know, my shit together, and, you know, I literally became a really patient trader, that's when I started making real good money. So guys, look at that. We broke through again. We broke through again, and look at that. We came flooding down, but we came right back up. And the reason that happened is because we're on that Fibonacci long that we drew previously on the 1 hour. So for you to go in on this trade, even if this candle right here would have broke through and retested it, this would have been suicide. Because if this candle never came back down and it just went straight back up like all these other candles, you would have lost money. So guys, you always need to be looking at the market structure, what is happening. Look at the bigger picture. Don't just trade one strategy all by itself, because there's a lot of things happening. And that's why I'm such a successful trader, because I'm looking at everything that's happening. I trade on a 49-inch monitor because I need to see everything that is happening. If you guys think that you guys can just trade on one phone or one little laptop or a computer, it's not going to be very easy for you. You guys need to be looking at a really big picture. You need to be looking at the same damn pair in 3 different forms, as in like the 30-minute, the 15-minute, the 1 hour, or the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. You need to be looking at all that shit together at the same damn time. So let's get back to it. Right here. You got lucky if you guys entered right here. And this will not always happen, because this thing will just straight up shoot up without coming back down to retest this. You guys are lucky there was a Fibonacci long here. So always look at what's happening in the bigger picture. So this, I did take this trade. That was beautiful. Anyways, right here. Breakthrough. We came back down. We broke back under into our zone. Let me just keep spreading that. We broke right back into our zone and went right back up for a valid retest. This was a valid retest right here. So you could have bought right here with a 50 pip stop, and a 50 to 100 pip take profit. And look at that. We're still up 50 pips. So you would have made profit. After 50 pips, you know, if you don't put your stops to break even, you're a gambler. I'm sorry. But then again, look at this. We're just going to keep dragging this right here. And I'm about to tell you guys something really important right now also. The moment that your resistance is broken and retested, that resistance is no longer a resistance. That resistance becomes a support. Vice versa. So basically, this is our new support area. So now that our support was broken under, look at guys, what I'm about to show you. Now that we broke under and retested, we technically, because we are looking at the bigger picture right now, we cannot come in here and sell. Why? Because we're in a Fibonacci long again. We're in that Fibonacci long. So if we would have entered right here for a sell, like I said, you would have been destroyed right here. This thing shot up. How much did this shoot up? From your entry right here. It literally shot up. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I would have literally quit trading if I would have got in on this and took a 200 fat pip loss, because I was only focused on one thing, which was the support and resistance, and not on the bigger picture. Literally, you would have been stopped out and you could have missed out on 200 pips because you weren't looking at the bigger picture, which was the Fibonacci long on the 1 hour that we also saw in our last video. So you always want to look at these things, you know, all the time. So now look at this. Our support is still our support because we broke through again. We retested it and we came back up. So it's still our support again. Now look at this. We had another retest. Boom. Into our Fibonacci zone for a buy. And a big rejection of what? What is that? 48 pips? You could have bought here again. And look at that. Could have caught another 70 pips. Stops to break even after 23, just like I said. You could have rode this thing. You could have literally rode this thing all over then again. This is crazy. So when it comes to trading support and resistance, you always want to look at the bigger picture. Always. Use them as confluence. Don't just go and trade it just by itself, you know, without looking at anything else. You guys need to look at the biggest picture in this whole damn industry, which is everything that's going on within these 3 time frames, which would be the 30-minute, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour. But as in, I'm trying to explain it like, how can I explain this? Like, for example, a Fibonacci being played at the same time as, you know, you're trading your support and resistance. Use them as confluence. Use them. They're brothers and sisters. Look at them like that. You know, use them like that. They're not enemies. You want to use them together. You want them to play well together, and that's it. Always need to look at the bigger picture. And I'm going to find you an example right now. Right here. Support and resistance. Lower this here. So we have our support right here. Our resistance right here. Now what are we looking for? We are looking for, oh, right here. This was our break and our retest. Came right back in. If we would have sold here, look how lucky you guys would have been. Put our 50 pip stop. 50 to 100 pips. Just put 1-1 here. You guys could have made your money here. That is really lucky. Very, very lucky. Now this is a better example. Right here, our resistance was broken and retested. We broke our resistance right here and we retested it because we came back down into our zone and closed above. So what is this showing us right now? Okay, this is valid for a buy. So let's say we would have gotten this position right here. Oops. For a buy after this candle closed, 50 pip stop loss, remember? Look at that. What's happening? We just got stopped out. Why? Because we are in a 1 hour long. Always look at the biggest picture. You want to use them always as brother and sister, not enemies. I don't know how more clear I can be about it. So we broke back up. And look at that. Broke back up. Retested again. Let's take this out. We retested again. Right here. Multiple times. And guess what? You could have went in again. 70 pips. Like, it's not rocket science. You just have to be very disciplined and always look at the bigger picture. I hope I really explained this well for you guys. If I didn't, just go send me a DM. You know, I'll try to, you know, explain it to you guys a little bit more better. But honestly, this is just so easy to me, and it will be easy for you too. It will click to you. So thank you guys for watching my support and my resistance video. So now we are going to get into why I did not lose on this one trade right here in this video right now.